loud on my side. Lower the volume from my headset. Oh, hello, Rockstar. Blender's made everything. Nah. Blender's made animating so easy for us. Indeed, it has. It has made it so easy compared to other. I mean, I wouldn't know. I haven't actually used any other softwares besides Blender, but I'm assuming because I haven't switched yet that it is a really good software. Maya is so hard for animating as an industry software. Hmm. Perhaps. I've never tried Maya, so I wouldn't know. But it's probably because it's like old school, right? Blender's more. They're more. It makes sense because Maya is industry software, right? You usually don't want to change anything because if you change something, then the whole like animation pipeline changes because big ass companies are using it, right? And then they have to retrain everyone on like the new settings or something, and it's like really annoying. So usually, it's in Maya's best interest to keep things as it is, even though that's not the most efficient way to do it. Blender doesn't have that problem. Blender's just constantly improving. and that's cool, right? I think maybe that's my insight on it anyway. I've never used Maya, so I wouldn't know. Hmm. Move you to the side. Where is the here? It's right here. Okay, nice. What do you think? What are the chances of Blender being used in industries as an industry software for animation? I think I'm pretty sure it's already being used by some people. Right? Maybe not like the big ones, right? Because Maya still there's like you have to be good enough. Blender has to be good enough to switch first of all, right? So right now, is Blender better than Maya? Oh, I would know. You'd have to ask someone who's used both, but probably not. It's probably not. It's probably as good as Maya, but not better than Maya. So why would you like? Let's say you use Maya, right? Why would you switch to Blender? If there is no, if there's nothing that Blender is doing better than Maya, there's no reason to switch to Blender, because then you'd have to, relearn all the hotkeys. You have to learn out where everything is in Blender compared to Maya. It's not the same. If they were the same, then there would be like no question in switching to Blender because Blender is free. Maya is a paid subscription, and that costs money. Until Blender is good enough to to like out compete Maya, I don't think it's gonna be industry standard for most people that already use Maya. But for like new studios, right? So let's say someone made a new studio and they want to train new people, it would be more it would be the more economical decision to use Blender instead because you don't have to pay the license fees, right? Like with Maya, you have to pay the license fees plus you have to train your people. The people who have already used Maya from before have already trained their people, and usually I'm pretty sure training is more expensive than the actual license fees, right? Usually, like license fees are it should be cheaper than training someone. Training someone is expensive. So the people who've already trained people, like if I've already been trained in Maya, it is much more. It's cheaper for the company to let me use Maya than to train me in Blender, right? So likely it's not gonna be industry standard until something big happens, or people just make a switch. I don't know. It's kind of like GIMP and Photoshop, right? GIMP is pretty good, right? It's not better than Photoshop, but it's pretty good, and it's free. But people just get Photoshop because they know how to use Photoshop and they don't know how to use GIMP, right? You stick with what you know first. How do I want to do this? Uh, kind of movement will it be? I need the sword part, I just need to shape. Alright, I got it. He's gonna go and he's gonna go two-handed. If people try to switch to Blender because of how easy it is, wouldn't Maya just copy Blender and avoid its own avoid its downfall? I do not think there is a downfall for Maya here because first of all, people will not switch to Blender because just because it's easy, right? Just because it's easy doesn't mean you switch. Because again, it's like I'll give the example. Why would I? It's not. It's not that Blender is easy. Blender has to be better, right? It's not because people have already learned how to use Maya, and there's no reason to. Because if you can do the same thing in Maya that you can do in Blender, what's the point of switching? It's only until Blender has something insanely good that Maya can't do, that's when people will switch. Because learning a new software is never. Blender may be easier than Maya, but learning a new software is still hard and annoying, right? It's the same reason why I won't switch to Maya, even though I have access to it, because then I have to learn Maya now. Why would I want to learn Maya if I can make the same thing in Blender, right? But you can make stuff in Maya a little bit better, but like the big difference is like let's say my animator to Blender. Now we have a difference, right? My animator might be easier, but Blender has so much stuff you can do in it. Then you're like, okay, now I have to learn Blender compared to my animator. You can't do that with Blender and Maya because they're so similar together. Anyway, no movement in the torso. Let me keep on. Sword on the right hand. Mostly just arm movements, and there's no movement in the torso. So I can just well, there's like slight movement, but it's mostly just rotational. All right, so let's try shift body weight to the right a bit. There you go. Way too fast. Let's check for curves. Oops. 1630, 1580. Calculate curves. Alright, let's see what it looks like. It's too fast, first of all. Oh. Much better, much smoother. Now we animate the arm. We're going to transition from a single-handed to a two-handed pose. Before we animate the left hand, I also have to animate the... Actually, wait, I have an idea. Switch this to Bezier. And then 2. And now we switch to constant. Okay, and then the final pose will be like this. Yeah. Okay, let's do this in Bezier, because why not? Two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then constant. Yes, in this situation, I put this right at the edge. It look a little weird, but we put it here. There we go. So now I just move it like this, and it'll interpolate between the frames. I'll make it constant though. Okay, in this case, we just definitely go Bezier again. should probably do the body movements as well, even though there's like very minimal. I need to get references for this. Let's see. What do I have here? He's facing this direction, holding his left arm with his right arm, or left arm with his left hand, with his right hand. Then he goes, he's looking there. So I would stand like this. Okay, I got an idea. Let's see. So first of all, I need to fix the pose a little bit because it's a bit unbalanced. A bit better on the camera view. You can rotate to the right, but he has to move a bit to the left, so he's still balanced out. And restart. Hash probably should go downwards a little bit. Let's see. Let's have it go down first, and then go up. I feel like he lifts his foot too much. Should I just have it slide? 2. Doesn't look good in 3D, but it looks good in the camera, and that's all that matters. Okay, from the camera view, that looked really, really slow, so we increased the speed there. To have him lower his center of gravity, because he's gonna run faster. The faster you run, the lower your center of gravity tends to be. From what I see anyway. 2. Keep it going lower. Not too low though. 2. You have the kickoff pose. Alright, this kickoff has to be stronger. A really strong kickoff. Let's say twice, not twice, but like 1.5 the length of this. Maybe animating with motion paths is a good idea. It's like an onion skin almost. Do I want to do it in between here? Or do I just make it fast? I think I'll just make it fast. And then we just keep on going. One, two. Big jump. 1, 2. Goes down. Yeah, so now we've transitioned into a run. So it's like every 2 poses is a jump. Yep. Pretty good. Ouch. One, 2. Okay, this is too far. think that should be enough steps for now. This one is going to be really easy to do in Bezier. So I'll do it in Bezier. Two. Oh, there's no point in animating these. And constant. Anything else I'd like to change? Probably you. See it from this perspective. I want to do a cool camera movement here where right here, I want it to be like this. Okay, so how would I do this? I want it to go like this somehow. And we keep on going to the right. Okay, the problem here is we're going towards, we just go straight in a straight line. I want it to go around like this. So at this point, this would be here. So it'd be like this. Yeah, something like that. That's what I'm wanting. Oh, that looks like. It looks horrendous, but we starting somewhere. Now I could do this I could do this camera cut style, or I do something trippy and add a plane. This will be maybe a leaf in the actual render. Let's assume it is. So right here, where we don't see him, you have a leaf go through the screen. Okay, and also I want this leaf to be parented to the camera. So we go like this. So now, at this exact moment, we switch like this. There we go. Look at that. It's a little bit off though. Position-wise at least. And also this moves very fast. You probably need to be right here. Maybe a bit. Let me see where are we at right now. Right here, rotate this a little bit, and yeah, and then I just move this character to the side. Take this, move it all to the side. Right here. He's a bit slanted. That's fine. Hello AGS, welcome to the stream. Welcome. We're continuing where we left off last time. Okay, that's cooldown, but it's really fast. I don't like how fast that happens. So this has to be instant. Yeah, it was really, really fast, and I don't like it. What camera rig are you using? I'm just the Dolly camera rig. Okay, one thing I noticed is that because this is moving, it actually makes it look weird. So I make it so that it doesn't move. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna have it be a leaf or something in the background. Not exactly I'm not exactly sure what it should be, but it's most likely going to be a leaf because there's really nothing else that I can do besides make a wipe. I could just make it a black screen wipe, but that's not natural. So I'll just use leaves. Hello Thalios, welcome to the stream. Welcome. We're continuing where we left off from last night, if you were here last night. This is cool, thank you very much. Thank you. I've been working on this for over a year now. See if there's any issues here. Oh, what happened to you? Whoa, what happened to you, sir? Huh? What? Okay, something definitely happened here. And I don't know what. I'm confused. Duplicate. If I move this here, does it change anything? No, there's just something wrong here. I'm confused. What's doing this? Well, it's a good thing that this only happens when we no longer need you. So I'm just gonna keep you out of the scene for now. Yeah, no, there's... Huh? No, it's still there. It's animation. It's animation layers doing something. Is this a short film or is this a series? I feel like I've answered that question like 5,000 times. It's a series. How long have you been animating this episode? I've been animating it for a whole year now. Why is this? I have no others. I have nothing else. I mean, I could just turn off animation layers and it's fine. Yeah, let's just keep it like that. Maybe I need to update the animation layers add on. Maybe, probably, because it's working well, and then that happens. Which plugin do you use? I don't really use that much plugins. I mean, I don't use any plugins really. There's some stuff here, but like I don't use them. I just use a rig. That's about it. Unless you're talking about something specific. Yeah, okay, I wanted to add another camera. That's what it was. Camera, boop. Free camera. Oh, rename it as free cam. Top view would be nice, I guess. Delete by 10 frames. 10 frames should be good enough time. Yeah, okay, I think we'll stop right here. Wait, if we stop right here, it's gonna be pretty short though. 2 hours only. 1 minute and 17 seconds. Are you working alone in this series? I'm working alone. Well, I'm working alone with voluntary support, you can say. I wouldn't call us a team. We are not a team. I just had help from other people. I had people helping me make. There's one person who helped me animate one of the scenes, and then I have two people help me with skin making, and then I just used Endertainer's rig, so technically he helped me make the characters. But no, most of it's done by me. Most of it. So I take the world building is like half me. Okay, it's like half me, half commission from someone else as well for terrain, and then the other half is well, it's not. Yeah, the other half is I got it from like someone else, but yeah, mostly it's just me alone. All right, I might like stop at 1 minute 17 seconds and I just polish everything behind this because this is gonna be the start of the fight, and I don't want to start the fight right now. I want to start the fight, or I want to start animating the fight later on. Guess I'll just go. Yeah, I can probably just polish this part and then move on with the fight later. All right, let me grab it again. So, how would this work? He's looking forward. He's looking forward. Our sword is kind of pointing at the ground. I want him to. Legs probably will have to be stationary. And I want him to point the sword at. Okay, the sword is too long. It's gonna hit like here. Let me take the sheath. So he's gonna stand on his side, and then it feels weird when he does this. Because then I lean backwards, but I get the gist of it. When will this series come? Hopefully it comes out January, but I don't know. I'm always late. I'm always late for stuff, so it might come January, it might come February. Hopefully it doesn't come February because I want this to come out within a year. But yeah, so probably expect January. I'm gonna try this in Spline actually. Already he's got like a really awkward pose. His foot is kinda stepped back here. I want it to be like this. And then push his torso forward so he's balanced. Well, he's still rotated a bit, so I'm gonna rotate him off. Yep, this is fine. Rotate back a bit, it's fine here. How many minutes can an episode be? It doesn't really. I don't know, honestly. It would depend on the episode. I have no set minutes per episode. I just do it based on how much I need to animate on that episode. But if you mean this episode is probably going to be 30 minutes long. Okay, the best I can do is have him step back. Yeah, the best I can do is have him step back. Which is not indicative of the posture, but is what it is. You overshot it. Or this is just rotated in the weird direction. Alright, let's do some small detailed movements here. Oh, good morning. Good morning, qualified cheese. What rig do you use? I use Endertainer's Remastered rig, but it's edited to my character. So it's Endertainer's Remastered 1.2. That's what it's called. How long have I worked in Blender? I've been using Blender for approximately 8 years now. I started when I started 11 years ago. No, 10 years ago, sorry. I started 10 years ago, and then there was a two-year break in the middle. So 10 years ago, how old was I 10 years ago? I was 14 years old. I started when I was 14. Yeah, so that's approximately how long I've been using Blender for. 10 years, but then 2 years in the middle I had like a break because I focused on school because I was going to university. Now that I'm in university, I just animate. Not that I'm an animation student. I'm a chemical engineer, but it's like once you're inside university, you don't have to worry about anything else, right? It's easy to get degrees, kind of stuff. I need to push this even further. Wait. The fight has started? No. Almost. The fight has almost started. I'm a bit late. You're not that late. The fight has almost started. It hasn't started yet. I do not think I'll be animating it right now because I want to start the stream. I want to start the stream with the fight. Because I started the stream with like a bit of conversational dialogue between the characters. But I want to, and like the fight starts at this frame. And it's already been an hour, and I don't think I want to stay here for 5 hours. Why don't you make their swords in 3D but pixelated? I do not know what you mean because they are completely in 3D. They are 3D swords. They are not planes. They are in 3D. It would be weird if they were planes. Unless you meant... Unless he's talking about, like... There's, like, those weapons from, like, Hypixel. I don't know if you guys remembered Hypixel Warlords. There's a game mode. It was like capture the flag and stuff like that, right? Those had like 3D weapons. They're technically more. Mine is like 2.5D because it's just I extruded it in one direction, so it's technically 3D, but it's not truly 3D. The ones Hypixel have like actual 3D models to it, and it's not just a 2D PNG extruded. So if you're talking about that, I don't know how to model that kind of stuff, so it's not me, right? Okay, just to keep it consistent, let me turn off your spline. The swords are Whoa, that's some words. The swords are voluminous, but they do not have various notches. Yeah, that's too much work for me. I'm just an animator. I don't know how to model, bro. Are they brothers? They look similar. No, they are completely unrelated. They are unrelated people. Sadly, they're tied somehow, but like not. They're not brothers. I already forgot what he actually says. He's slow now. What? There's a long pause there. There's a really long pause here, which I don't really want. Can I? Is it possible for me to change that? Can I do this? Move all of this stuff up a few so I can change this. No, it's this pitch is too different. Too different. Okay, let me just try something here. Yes, it does work. Okay, it's like chaotic enough that I can mix the two tracks together. What is the best way to do battle animations? What principles do you need to know? I guess that it's just the 12 principles of animation, really. There's no specific skill set you need to do battle animation. You just need references, really. If you know references, you'll be fine. Maybe weight. If you need to focus on weight, perhaps, and easing. You could maybe put a sword clash there. I'm not sure where you mean exactly. Because at this exact point, right? This is where, obviously there will be a sword clash because it's a drop, but it's like this is a moment where kinda he's about to do a fatal strike, but the problem is it's like it keeps on droning and droning and droning, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to hold the pose for that long, right? No, because okay, this is what's gonna happen. There's like a switch up somewhere. All right, so at this point, fight starts. At the next beat, which is right here. Yeah, so when the guitar starts playing, right? Switch scenes, chase sequence, and it's not a fight here, it's just a chase. And at this mark, the fight continues. But before this, there's gonna be like a moment where he's caught, and there's like a certain death moment, kind of. Yeah, he's about to strike. The strike is gonna be like, oh, he's holding his sword up and he's about to slash. But then, how long am I supposed to hold that slash for? Just imagine how long this is gonna be. He's just holding his sword in the air for this long. Like that was fine because I cut it, but it was originally this long. Originally it was I edited till here, but it was originally until here, and I'm like, what am I gonna do for this extra? Yeah, even with slow motion, it's still like a lot. It's just dead time, right? There's no point in building tension for more than 10 seconds. Because how long is this? So 31. It ends at 45. That is 15 seconds of him doing absolutely nothing. Do you want to watch a guy holding a sword for 15 seconds? Even if it's in slow motion, it's still 15 seconds of this nothing is happening. It's like I found out that like 5 seconds is like max. You hold the pose for 5 seconds, right? That's probably like because it's just a thing, right? That's what I feel anyway. Let me fix that up again. All right, so it's gonna be when the scene switches. There's gonna be 5 seconds. There's gonna be 5 seconds of chasing, and then 5 seconds of the impending doom. Because more than 5 seconds for each scene or like each action is overkill. Oh, you're gonna go, Thalios? Alright, I'll see you in the next stream. Hopefully on Thursday is when I'm gonna stream, I think. Unless I like cave in, I just don't study for my exam and I just, stream again. But I think I'm gonna study for this last exam. Yep, I think that's perfect. Only how many seconds we got? We start at 31. We end at 40. So that's 10 seconds total. 5 seconds for each. That's good enough. I don't know why I'm doing this because I'm not gonna animate the fight scene now. I'm gonna animate it later. I need some more movements here. Separate this next sentence to a different time. Very sharp drop on the head. Do you write the story alone? What do you do first before writing a story? Well, I did write this. This is my story. I don't have a writer for it. What do you do first before writing a story? Well, I don't know. This story was based off of my past 14 years of, I don't know, man. It's just like it's a thing where I was like at night I had like trouble sleeping, so I'd think up of random things, and that over the years you just keep it going and you think up a random things. Eventually, it conglomerates into a story, and that's what this story is. It's like all of the things I've like thought about as a kid because I couldn't sleep. That is how I wrote my story. Not a good answer, I feel, to your question, sadly. Because this is not professional at all. The way I'm making this anyway. Oh, you gotta go sleep? Alright, good night, Rockstar. See you later. Hopefully on a Thursday. It's a ceiling here. No, I'm definitely hitting a ceiling. I'm thinking for a story for my second Minecraft animation. Oh, you're thinking of like, okay, so if you're doing it that way, then so like small stories. I'm assuming you're doing, right? Small stories for like small animations. That is just I don't have the brains for that. I can only think when I think of stories, I just think of like a long overarching story. But then again, I did do Minecraft intros, which technically did have stories of their own, but those are like kind of random and dependent on the song, really. So I don't have any tips on how to do those, really. Okay, I'm gonna make a point blank. I'm gonna initiate the fight right here. We're gonna initiate, but we're not gonna start the actual fight. We're just gonna initiate. So the way we do this is we just go really close. About here. He's gonna go two-handed. Right hand has the has the handle. Left hand has the bottom of the whatever it's called. The shit. Is it the shit? Sword anatomy. Let me go. I'm quite interested. Sword anatomy. The pommel. Yeah. So one's gonna be on the handle. The right hand's gonna be on the handle. Left hand's gonna be on the pommel. So, because of that, he's likely gonna slash left, meaning his right foot is going up forward. Wait, did you see Alan Becker posted? I saw Animation versus Animator 11. Was it? 11. It is 11. I stopped at like 3. I was gonna watch it, but then I completely forgot it existed. He has 11 now. No. How much did I miss? Damn, I stopped at like there was like a no no when was the chosen one, when did the chosen one come back? There was like a viral. Okay, no, I saw Animator versus Animation 8, not 3. It was 8. So I missed 9, 10, 11. Those are the ones I missed. Did I watch 8? I thought I watched 8. It looks very familiar. Yeah, there were like no 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 no. I watched 4. I watched 4. Yeah, 4 is the one I watched. Did you see the Minecraft series? Yeah, I watched it back in the day. I haven't been keeping up. I haven't been keeping up, but I did used to watch it. Let's see, the most recent ones I've watched is Animations versus Math, Animations versus Physics, Animations versus Geometry, because I'm a nerd like that. And I've also seen Animation versus Pokemon, but I have not been watching his Minecraft ones. Yeah, I have not watched a single. Well, like I've probably watched it before. But I haven't watched any of the recent Minecraft ones. I remember when he started it, I was watching it, definitely. Like the original Animator versus... Was there like an Animator versus... Or Animation versus Minecraft? Yeah, there was Animation versus Minecraft. That's the one I watched. Haven't watched any of the new ones. Okay, so let's... Okay, we're gonna take right foot first, up forward. We're gonna do the double-handed pose. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be a little awkward, but we can make it work. Because it's right-legged, we can make it so that it goes like this. And it still looks natural. I need to move the sword a bit so that he holds the hilt, that holds the hilt, and this holds the hand, the pommel. Body's disconnected, totally fine. I'm totally fine with that. Lower the body center of mass because we want this to be a bit stable because he's preparing to strike. His head can go down, his eyes are gonna look up. Move this closer. Make it so his body is a bit rotated like this. We need to balance a bit more, so move his legs a bit outwards so he's like in a running pose. This needs to be extended a bit more. Yeah. And now we can't see anything, so next thing is we need to clear the... We need to make sure everything looks good. So move this to the side. Oops. And honestly, it doesn't matter if his legs go under the ground because we don't see the ground anyway. Maybe it's side like this. 1, 2. Honestly, I don't think I need to worry about the legs at all. The front. Gonna rotate a bit. Yep. When I uploaded my animation, I got a copyright on it. Really? Like what kind of copyright? A copyright strike or a copyright claim? If it's a copyright claim, I get that all the time. If it's a copyright strike, I don't usually get copyright strikes. I've got once, but that was because I leaked some... I leaked the Genshin Impact character animation before it was released, which is bad on me because I just really liked her like idol animation and I recreated it. But then I posted the original like animation, which was not released yet. So that was the one instance I got copyright striked, and they were like, "Do not do this," and I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry," and I never did it again. I re-uploaded it without the thing, so it's fine now. Hello, Eric. Welcome to the stream. Corporate clean music. Well, yeah, music. You always get copyright for music because unless you have like a license to use it, is gonna be like that. Luckily, I don't make money from YouTube, so even if I get copyrighted, that doesn't do shit to my channel. Okay, now I notice this is not good. This swing is really awkward. And also this is really slow. Move you forward even more. And there's no rotation here. How have you been doing, Arik? Still making art? I suppose? Again, this looks extremely slow. So we're going to push it further. don't get many views due to copyright claim. Is that a thing? Is that an actual thing? Do you get less views due to copyright claims? Well, I don't think it affects the. Oh, I guess I wouldn't know. I mean, some of my videos that have first of all, most of my videos do have a copyright claim because music and all, right? But most of the time, there's no like difference between. In fact, the show let me just check my analytics. Actually, I don't want to start swatting bullshit. Analytics dashboard. That's what I'm looking for, right? No content. So if I go to content, I check all my copyright claimed videos versus my non-copyright claimed videos. The ones with copyright have more views. So it doesn't. I don't think it affects it. Then again, the quality does change, right? But yeah. So there's. Let me get. Okay, there's one that was blocked that had lower views, but that makes sense because if you block if it's blocked in like certain countries, obviously you get less views. Then there's this one is 1K, no copyright, and then there's this one with copyright that has 1,200. So yeah, I don't think copyright claims affect your view count. It just makes it so that there may be ads in it, and then maybe people don't watch it because there's ads, maybe. But like, I don't think it changes just the suggestion. So yeah. Oh, good morning, Swimi. Welcome to the stream. We're continuing where we left off from yesterday, but I'm thinking of like cutting it short because I don't wanna. There's like this. The fight's about to start, but I don't want to start like halfway through a stream. I want to start the fight at the beginning, so I'm in the mindset to make a fight animation. So I'm probably just gonna be polishing for the remainder of the stream, and then we'll do the rest later. I might, if I end it early, I might stream again tonight. Unlikely, but I might. You know, I had heard that copyright claims reduce views. No, it reduces money. It reduces money, not views. Because I have not seen a drop in views due to copyright claims. I only see a drop in views due to different types of content. It's like if I compared all of my intros, most of them. Can I just filter by intro? Right. So if I check all my intros, right, most of them are in like the thousands, right? Most of them are copyrighted. The ones that are not copyrighted are the ones with lower views, right? So yeah, there's one here 800 compared to a copyrighted video that has 1,700. So it's like it does don't think it matters too much whether you use copyright music or not, unless that copyright music has been blocked in some countries. Because I know some J-pop music is specifically banned in Russia and Belarus. Belarus, yes, Belarus and Russia. I do not know why. It might be because of the Ukraine invasion. Because I did kind of search up about it, and the UMG I think is the title holder of the music, the licensor, right? And they're like, we do not want this music to be played in Russia or Belarus specifically. So some of my videos are blocked in Russia. Let me just check. Copyright claims. Yeah, it says here you cannot see this video in Russia, And Belarus. Mm-hmm. I just woke up and have a tournament in 1 hour, so I have to go. But I was gonna say, if you know anything about editing like I do, when you watch the video, I would like criticisms. Oh, indeed, 100%. I'll let you know. I'm not an editor, sadly, so I wouldn't know much. Okay, I just need to quickly finish this off because I need to eat. I always stream before I eat, so I'm always hungry. Okay, so I need a different. I'm gonna need a different camera angle for this. So we're gonna start a bit closer. This is gonna mess up the. Alright, oh, I thought there was a country that blocked videos on the, not the publishers. Thanks anyway. Good luck animating, but I gotta get breakfast and stuff. Yeah, goodbye, Soy Me. No, it's not the countries can block videos, but publishers can also block countries. It works both ways. It works both ways. So like, let's say you made like a defamatory video on Indonesia. Indonesia can say we do not want that to play on Indonesian servers or like Indonesian YouTube. Just block it. Also works the other way around. If there's like a if Indonesia made like a really hit pop song, but they're currently in hot water with the Chinese, they're like, we don't want Chinese people to listen to our music. Block it. And YouTube will block it for all Chinese viewers. You can do that. Works both ways. Okay, so let's do the hit. Boom. So right before this is going to be constant. We're going to animate in constant here because everything has to be animated in constant. I want both of these. Okay, let's finish this up. Your camera is in Bezier. Yes, my camera is in Bezier. My camera is almost always in Bezier. The only time it's not in Bezier is when it's in linear. I never use constant for camera. Because I don't understand the underlying principles of camera motion. So there's no reason for me to try and do it manually. Okay, I got the timing is perfect. I have everything in my head of how I want the first sequence, the first fight sequence to be like. Time to wrap this up. Alright, you're gonna go AGS? I'll see you later then. Bye-bye. Okay. So we'll just finish this up. And I can go and eat. Alright, at this point, I think I can just turn off the IK. Come on. Right here. Move it farther back because it's a really strong hit, and then arms need to be closer because he was steadily holding his blades. And he shouldn't separate it that fast, or else it would look like he was weak. Okay, I think that is enough, because after this is just, that qualifies as the fight scene. So I'm going to do a bit of cleanup. And there was one more thing I wanted to change in the beginning of this, right? Right here, yeah. I wanted to change something here, so give me this character. Not this one, this one. Just to make it more... And then here we need a bit, we need more, we just need animation here. 2. Yep. I'd say that's decent-ish progress. How much we got? We went over till 17. We started at 7, really. Started at 1 minute. No. We started here. 1 minute 5. We got like approximately like 12 seconds of animation in an hour and 30 minutes. I think that's pretty good progress. And then next stream, I can finally start doing the actual fight. Well, the first part of the fight, there's going to be part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. There's going to be 5 different fight scenes. Maybe 6. It's going to be annoying. But we're going to do all of that. This is going to be extremely fight heavy. There's only 1 or 2 minutes of talking, and then the rest is just action. Which I've never done before. I've only done like 1 minute of fighting, 1 minute of talking, but I've never done 1 minute of talking and then like 5 minutes of fighting. It's going to be a lot of fighting. Anyway, I'll stop the stream here, and I'll talk to you guys later on Thursday. Hopefully Thursday. It's because I need to study. So alright, bye-bye.